Most people aren't broke because they are bad with money. They're broke because they believe lies that sounded responsible, like debt, payments, credit cards. These lies are so common, people defend them. Today, we are going to break down the biggest lies everyone believes and how quietly they keep you broke. Welcome back to A Debt Free Mindset. This channel is for people who are tired of being normal with money because normal is stressed, normal is broke, and normal is stuck. You don't wake up wanting debt, you're trained into it. Let's expose the lies. But before we do that, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Tell me about what kind of debt free journey you're on, um, and let's get this community built up. So, starting off with lie number one, it's going to be you can't afford the payment. So, this is the most dangerous lie of all. Uh, Car dealerships don't ask what the car costs, they ask what payment you want. So, I mean, that's really what it comes down to. They don't ask what the car costs. They don't tell you what they tell you what the car costs, but they don't really care. They ask you what payment you want. And Dave Ramsey says that this turns smart adults into broke consumers. Um, it's payments hide the true cost. They normalize overspending and they steal margin from your life. When every dollar is already spoken for, one emergency becomes a crisis. That is not freedom. So that is financial suffocation, as they call it. Um, if you can afford the payment but can't pay cash, that means you cannot afford it. So that's just one of the lies that they have out there in the world, and it just makes it seem like it's normal. So um, let's go on to lie number two. That's going to be everyone has debt. Debt feels safe because it's common. But Dave Ramsey says common and smart are not the same thing. So definitely not the same thing. You could be book smart and have no common sense, and vice versa. So most people are broke. Why copy them? Normal households live paycheck to paycheck. It's not true. Normal means no margin and no peace. So normal people retire broke. Weird people win. That is a fact. So let's not walk around here trying to be normal. Let's get a little weird, people. Let's get this stuff going and listen to some of these lies that you guys are being told and go from there. So lie number three is going to be credit cards help you get ahead. We definitely know that's not true. Points, miles, cash back, that's just a distraction. That's not a strategy. That's a distraction to get you to use your card, to spend more. Because guess what? When you have a credit card, people spend more with plastic. Rewards never beat interest. And behavior over math. So, credit cards don't make you wealthy. They just don't. They make the banks wealthy. And that's what it comes down to. They're not there to make you wealthy. You know, if credit cards worked, credit card companies wouldn't be $1 billion corporation. If they worked. So it's just point of that is just, yeah. I mean, it's just not good. Credit cards just make you spend more money. So lie number four is going to be good debt is different, and that's going to be this one. Makes little bit of people angry here. Student loans, mortgages, investing debt. Debt always adds risk. That's what you got to remember, guys. Debt always will add risk. Income is never guaranteed. Debt delays freedom even when it's normal. So, that's what you got to think about. If there's debt, there's risk involved. Um, it's debt only works when life goes perfectly, and life never goes perfectly. So just think about that for a little bit, guys. It's just trying to give you some tips. I've been through it. Me and my wife's been through it, and we got out of it. So that's why I'm trying to do these videos. Maybe give you guys some tips, some you know, let's go do this. Motivation, get in the right mindset. If you guys are struggling, like I said in my previous videos, I am a financial coach through Dave Ramsey. So if you guys are interested in that, you can hit me up in the comments. But either way, leave a comment below. I'd love to know, your journey that you're on. Let's get back to this. Lie number 5 is going to be I'll pay it off later. Later is the most expensive word in personal finance. Later becomes years. Discipline always gets delayed. Emergencies reset progress. So just remember that, guys. When you say, "Oh, I'll pay it off later," you know, it's going to get delayed. You're not going to pay it off later. You're just not going to. Even if you think you are, you're just not going to. So Dave Ramsey says most people don't have a debt problem, they have a behavior problem. And that is a fact. That is a fact. A lot of what this is a behavior problem. Line number 6, that's going to be debt is just a tool. A tool that keeps you stressed, tired, and working overtime. Tools should help, not enslave. Debt removes options, and freedom requires margin. Debt isn't a tool, it's a leash. You're stuck with it. So it's just, you know, like I said in my past videos, I've tried to lay this out for you guys, and just kind of expose some stuff that most people do know, but maybe just to remind y'all. So the truth that people don't want to hear is about like the truth about winning with money is boring. Not really fun. It's boring. Live on less than you make, avoid debt, build an emergency fund, invest, constantly, and consistently too. Be patient. You know, Dave Ramsey says, wealth is built slowly, and that's why most people never build it. Let's think about that one for a second, guys. Makes a lot of sense if you really dig deep down into it. So I believe some of these lies. Thought payments were normal. Thought debt was unavoidable. But once you see the pattern, you can't unsee, guys. It's it's crazy. Debt lies feel comfortable. The truth feels uncomfortable, but it gives you peace. So if you're done believing the lies, subscribe to my channel. Let's get into this stuff. I'm posting videos right now, probably 2-3 times a week. Just trying to get some videos out there, get this community built up. Um, it's for people to stop being normal and start winning with money. That's what the channel's about. And I hope you guys subscribe, watch all my videos. I've got them all in the playlist for you. Um, and we'll get this community built up and we'll get it moving, guys. And I'll be here to help you guys, and I'll be posting more videos about winning with money, guys. So as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next episode.